I'll go ahead and coach. Obviously, I mean, y'all are just a win away from going back to back right now. But before looking at the bigger picture, I guess talking about today's game, Primrose, great start, one hitter in the championship series. I mean, how much of a lift is that? I mean, obviously, she's putting you in a position to win right there. But can you tell me just a little bit about what it means to have such a great performance at this stage?
Yeah, we really talked to our pitchers a couple of days ago and just reminded them that, they have been our security blanket, for lack of a better term, all year long. And we've leaned on them to really lead us and to pitch with confidence. And I thought she did that today. I thought Primrose had great command, executed the game plan, great presence under pressure. This is a big setting. And so the moment was not too big for her. We always talk about, do we rise or do we shrink in the big moments? And I thought she definitely rose up. And our pitchers, including Prim, to have that allowed us to stay calm early on. They had a terrific pitcher throwing for them and allowed us to stay calm until we got better at bats going. So I thought there's so many things that pitching well does for you. It affects you both offensively and defensively, but I thought she was spectacular today.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, just looking at the box score, I would have to agree. Um, I guess, and then on the other side, I mean, before y'all got started with, I don't remember if I talked to y'all before super regionals or just regionals, but JT was one of the players that I talked to, and you kind of described her as a leader for this team. Obviously, she was hitting north of 400 throughout the season, so obviously one of y'all's consistent, players this season, and she had another big hit today. What can you say about what she's provided for this team throughout this run?
JT is just a true competitor, and she has been that since the moment she stepped on our campus. And a lot of people just don't realize that when they see her play and the catches she makes or the bat, that's how she approaches practice every day. So when she gets in these games, it's no different. She doesn't have to turn the proverbial volume up because that's what she does every day. She's our spark plug and our offensive leader. Um, one of the most competitive kids I've ever seen. Just truly cares about being successful and doing whatever it takes and preparing, doing what's asked of her. So as a coach that's been coaching for a few years, when you see a person like that who works as hard in practice as she does in a game, does everything you ask to see the success and for her to lead our team, and that's one of the true joys I think that coaches that have been doing it a long time can really find. But she's been our spark plug. She was fantastic today, had two big swings in the game for us, and has been leading us, like I said, since the moment she got to UT Tyler.
Then I guess kind of zooming out and looking at y'all's opponent. Obviously, you guys already took care of business today, and you're halfway to your goal. But when you came into this series, looking at Tampa, what were some of the challenges that they present, and some things that y'all had in mind coming into this series?
Yeah, the ranking, if you follow the rankings all year, is really kind of a back and forth between us and Tampa. And so we could see their success and their season building and some of their players in the last couple of years that they were close to making it, their maturity and their time together building into what they have going this year. Having a chance to watch them earlier in the tournament as well. And if you look at the stats page, three tremendous pitchers to start with. Very talented, each diverse in what they do, and kind of looking at ourselves a little bit in the mirror that they can kind of attack you in some different ways. So we knew from the start that it was going to come down. Could we have good at bats off? We knew it was going to be challenging, and they were throwing well early. We had some big hits. Mia coming through with that double, but you look across, especially anyone you're playing in the national championship game. If you just look at the stat page, there's not a lot of blaring weaknesses. And so, a really well coached team, full of confidence and belief. And we knew our work was going to be cut out for us. But we knew, their pitchers jump off the table and what they throw. I think the kid that started us today had, less than a 1 ERA. So, if that's the case, you got your work cut out for you.
Certainly, man. Okay, awesome. Well, then I guess, obviously y'all have been in this position before. You've been in this position twice. I mean, obviously y'all as recently as last year, y'all were in this position. What's gonna be the message for, the girls ahead, maybe tonight and then I guess tomorrow morning before y'all go, hopefully get ready to kind of seal this thing. What's gonna be the message for the team?
I think stay the course. One thing our program does a little different. We don't spend a ton of time setting a lot of long range goals. I know that's a way to do it. We really try to keep our feet grounded in what is in front of us, what is the next pitch, both when things are going well and things when things are not going well. So I think in those moments now you can rely on those routines that we have set up all year. Doing what we do tonight, doing the same prep that we've done for every game. But just telling them, hey, don't get caught up in winning and losing one game tomorrow. Get caught up in what is the next thing in front of us. And we've been preaching that from the very beginning. Our goal is to be the best version of us on the next pitch, and then being in a great place. And the byproduct is winning and all the things that you see come forward. We don't set those. So hopefully that helps us in these moments where you can get a little tense or, antsy. It's just, hey, stay focused on what we're doing. Don't get too big or thinking. Just stay with what we've been doing. So that's what we preached earlier, and we'll preach again tonight in the meeting.
I guess looking at tomorrow, who do y'all have? I mean, maybe you don't want to share honestly, because who knows who's listening. But do y'all have? I mean, I'm sure you know who's going tomorrow in terms of who's going to be in the circle.
Yeah, I think honestly, we try to really keep that. Sometimes I make that decision when the pen hits the paper. The assistant coaches, I think it drives them crazy. But we'll review all the film tonight, and again, not for any type of secret, but just to see. Okay, let's go back and watch every pitch that's already started. Go back and how do they react to certain pitches, certain parts of the zone, and then make that decision based kind of what we see tonight. The best thing is all three that have thrown so much for us, truly care about each other and the team. So, they asked me about 2 hours before the game is when the starting pitcher finds out, but they know we've looked at it, and we have three different pitchers start the championship of three different rounds. So I think that's pretty neat. So that gives me a coach true option. Obviously, Prim was fantastic today, but just kind of go back and look at that, see how she feels tonight, look at the film, and then we'll make the best decision probably in the morning. I'm one of those guys that like to sleep on it.
There you go. Okay, awesome. Man, I think that's kind of all I got. I don't want to ask too many like, oh, well, if this happens tomorrow,
Right.
tomorrow's got to happen. So, um, awesome. Well, we'll certainly be tuning in and rooting for y'all, and
Perfect.
hopefully we can catch up pretty soon after and talk about some more success. I'll just say.
That'd be great. I'd love to have one more big interview.
There you go. Exactly. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much again, Coach Reed. Appreciate
I
you hopping.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good luck tomorrow.